Is that in store for us right now? I believe so. I think so.
Live
We are
from
live.
Nag's Head
And the R.A. Hoy Heating and Air Conditioning
Studio.
Studio
It's
on Wrightsville Avenue. It's William and Cynthia. Good morning, everybody.
How's it going? What's happening? I get my coffee here.
Same old, same old.
It wouldn't be, this particular part of the day,
Mm-hmm.
I fix a cup right when we first start the show.
Right.
And it's a sip at a time.
Right.
But, something about the chatter and the talk and the conversation we have here on our Facebook Live, I go through almost the rest of the cup.
Uh-huh. Because you're talking more. You're talking nonstop.
It could be.
Almost. Other than when I'm talking.
And it kind of soothes the throat, too.
That
maybe
too.
Maybe it's subconscious. Ooh.
Oh, maybe you just, maybe you don't realize you're doing it.
Scared. So what do we have today? Today is what? Thursday.
It is Thursday.
And according to my recent memory, you've got today and tomorrow, and you're on vacation.
She's on vacation. I am. I'm excited.
You've been on vacation at least 50% of you have since yesterday afternoon.
Pretty much, yeah. Kind of, sort of. I have been working, though, but I had to have that moment just to put me in the... Yeah,
well,
I mean,
it's an epic moment.
I found out that today was National Margarita Day, and I went, ooh, yeah.
Margarita sounds good.
And so that's when I decided I would put myself in that mode. Mm-hmm. I broke out the umbrella, got the grass skirt.
Where did you find our beach umbrella? I haven't seen that around here for months.
Skills.
Okay.
I got skills.
Let me lay this out for you, because you were too busy having fun to notice what was happening, I think.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So it's, I don't know, around 2 o'clock yesterday.
It was something like that, 1:30, 2 o'clock-ish. Yeah.
I was still working on some computer work that I had to do before I left for the day. Now, albeit I get here at 4:30, so, I was doing that, and I thought I heard "Wasted Away Again" and Margarita.
And me singing along with it as well.
Looking for that
lost shaker of salt.
All right,
yep,
so
pretty much.
And I barely hear that voice there mixed with it, Cindy's voice. See, so and it's coming from the studios here, the R.A. Hoy Heating and Air Studios. Good morning, Michael. Good morning, Gary. How are y'all doing? We're telling a little story here. Bear with me. So I edged down the hall, and it's getting louder and louder. I'm like, man, she's cranking this. Because I know she was the last one in this studio.
That's what I do.
I open the door and I can barely get in. Is it where she sits right there, right now? She's holding a beach umbrella.
Here's the door. See, right here is the door.
She's holding the beach umbrella, and she's got, I don't know if it was a grass skirt. Good thing she had clothes on.
It was a grass skirt.
Yeah, but it was like a piece of Swiss cheese. It wasn't the best made.
Well, no, actually, I think what it was the grass skirt that you can put around a tiki bar for decoration.
Oh, so you were improvising. Okay, you were improvising. So you had the tiki hut grass on.
I had the tiki hut grass.
You had a red Solo cup.
I had a red Solo cup.
I'm smart. I didn't ask what was in it. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to go there. And so Margaritaville by Jimmy Buffett's just wailing, and there she is.
Wasting away again in Margaritaville.
There's Marco the stuffed shark. He's hanging out with her.
Yeah.
And they're having a party. Like a one-man party.
I just figured I had to do something to get myself in that zone.
So I sat down on the stool beside her, and I was like, what are you doing? She goes, I'm getting in the zone. Getting in the vacation zone.
I am getting myself in that zone. If you don't mind,
I was taking a mini break, and I just really needed this. I'm like, okay. So I texted Curtis. You guys might have met Curtis. He's always around.
Yes, you hear him all the time.
You hear him on 95.3.
You hear him You hear him here. You hear him on our sister station, The Post, sometimes. Yeah.
So I get him to come in, and I said, you got to record this moment for posterity. Nobody's gonna believe me that this is what's happening.
It is
in the studio. So anyway.
But if anybody knows me, they know something like that would happen. All right, got a couple questions to answer.
All right.
Mike said, good morning. Did you plan this trip? I did not plan this trip. Mr. D and my daughter planned this trip, and that was kind of my birthday present, or not my birthday present, my Christmas present. And I'm actually coming back next Friday. So I will have Friday, Saturday, Sunday to recover before the following Monday.
Okay.
Bill is sort of saving his vacations for summer. He's actually going to Philly to
Yep.
see the Rolling Stones in June.
I've got another 2 or 3 or 4 days planned somewhere before it gets summery.
Right.
That I'm going to take with Mrs. Thomas, and we're going to go somewhere.
Somewhere. He
Yeah.
doesn't know where, but somewhere.
Yeah, it's that kind of a thing.
Right.
So then you're right, the Rolling Stones in June, and that's really it for me.
Right.
Um,
He went on vacation last May for a week. He went up to New York, which
right.
Bill doesn't. He's been on one vacation since I've worked here, and I've worked here for 3 years.
Yeah.
I did go on a vacation in December, which was not really my planning. Again, it was Mr. D. Hey, this is what we're doing. By the
why that one sticks out so much in everybody's mind is because she got stuck.
I got stuck in Miami
on vacation. How convenient.
But
one life's be.
But if I would have, if I was really planning on getting stuck and wanting to be stuck, I would have been stuck in Key West, not Miami.
Right. So she's ready to go back. Or actually, it seems like Mr. D is the one
He is
wants to go back.
Yeah,
to
he's
Key
like,
West.
yeah.
Right. So did the buffet bug bite him or something?
I don't know what bit him,
yeah.
But he's like, I think it's just over the years, Mr. D has been he's like to travel.
Right.
He hasn't been able. We didn't for quite a while. We didn't go anywhere because his business. It was just kind of, we
consuming his time.
Right.
Yeah.
So we went like 5 years without going on a vacation.
That can happen so easily. I know each and every one of you has been through that kind of a phase in your life where it could be a new job situation, a new business situation.
It was.
And you know that the time that you spend on this is going to be worth it
in the end. Yeah.
And it might just be you miss a vacation or 2 or 3.
We didn't go anywhere for like 5 years.
Right.
I mean, it was crazy. And then
you decided to move to the beach.
Well, before that, back in 2019, before COVID hit, we did actually go to Jamaica for a week, and it was awesome. But that was the first vacation that we had gone on in like 5 years, like literally.
Gotcha.
We would come to here. We'd leave on like Friday as soon as I got home from work, haul butt down here. And then we'd go home on Monday. And then, but that was like the most. But we didn't hardly ever do that either because weekends were very busy for his business. And it was just whatever. And then we finally went on a vacation since we moved down here, which we hadn't been on one either. And so he just decided, you know what? It was nice. Let's go back. That's what we're doing. There's
some chatter here about beach towels for the shark.
I saw that. No.
And let me ask you this. This is a part of the shark history that I wasn't here for. Has that been done before? Did Marco do beach towels?
I'm thinking there was some beach towels at one point.
Yeah, explain. Because I haven't heard of this phenomenon called shark beach towels before. I like it though.
Good morning, Foy. And I'm not really not putting a bucket list. I'm just enjoying life.
Your station for the killer hits, 102.5, The Shark with Parliament, and tear the roof off that sucker. Must be some party. 8:10, Bill and Cindy in the morning, killer hits all day. Sun's going to shine, but it's not going to be the warmest.
No, 55 along the coast, 60 inland. High surf advisory is still in effect through tomorrow morning. Look for clouds to increase tonight down to 47. Those clouds will be here tomorrow. They're bringing some showers with them too, and we should see a high of 57.
All right, we got 43 in Hatteras, 35 in Grandy, 42 in Nags Head at 102.5 The Shark. Remind you, if you're listening and you can actually do 2 things at once, you want to look at our live stream on Facebook.
There's that.
It's a Facebook Live we do every morning. We're in the middle of that. So we got a lot of folks watching us that are watching us talk to you, which is kind of cool. This is kind of a behind the scenes look at what goes on with the radio station. So check us out online at our Facebook page.
And if you're having an issue getting online, if you're not connected to the internet, major outage is impacting AT&T and Verizon cell service throughout the whole country.
How big is this outage?
Well, let's see. The downdetector.com website says that at this point in time, hold on here, AT&T, for instance, they are up to almost 70,000 people nationwide.
Okay.
Without service. That's current. Let me
And
see.
this is kind of patchy and spotty all over the place.
It's mostly, and they're up to almost 4,000 people with Verizon
Okay.
do not have service.
All right.
Then there's things like T-Mobile and Cricket, and let's see, T-Mobile's up to almost 2,000. So it's actually grown because originally it was only 30,000 people with AT&T. Now it's
Okay.
up to almost 70,000, like
All
I said.
right.
But it's mostly, they're saying Midwest and West, but my daughter in Atlanta has AT&T.
She's
and
that problem.
she has nothing. So yeah, she has no service. So
All right. Well, let's I couldn't imagine what it would be like to be somebody that was in tech or support or
Right.
whatever with any of these companies that are affected. So our thoughts go out to you guys for
Yep.
sure.
And you're not alone if you don't have service right now.
Yeah.
So,
Here we go.
okay, and hopefully it'll be back soon. So chili.
Chili.
I'm not talking about the temperature. I'm talking about the kind
Oh,
you eat with
That's
the
right.
beans and the meat.
It is. It's National Chili
It
Day.
is National Chili Day. How do you like to eat your chili? Just curious.
In a bowl.
In
a bowl.
Okay.
Or on a hot dog.
Okay.
That's,
Well,
yeah, I didn't really thought about that, but that's the way you can have your chili.
52% of us like to eat it in a bowl.
Okay.
12% of us like to eat it on a hot dog.
All right.
How about in a Frito chili pie? Like throw it on top of Fritos,
Frito
corn
chili
chips.
pie.
It's actually really good.
That does sound good.
9% of us like to eat that. How about chili on your hot dog, on your French fries?
Now I've had gravy on my fries. I don't think I've had chili.
You've never
fries,
had chili on your
though.
fries? Chili on your
That
fries
could be
is
good.
pretty darn good.
Yeah, that could be good.
8% of us like to eat it that way. I can't see this happening, but chili over rice.
Oh, I don't know. The rice is savory when it comes to more gravy type of a thing, but the chili, I don't think it's going to seep down.
Mine would. Mine has the consistency that it would do that.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yes.
All right.
How about chili on a baked potato?
Yum.
That's really good.
Yeah.
I think what is it? The redhead.
Wendy's?
Yes, that. Yeah, I think they do that.
How did I get that one?
I think 3% of us like to put it on garlic bread.
Oh. Okay. Well, hot dog. Okay. That could
Okay. 2% of us like it on spaghetti.
work.
Looking at you, Cincinnati.
Yeah. Is that a Cincy thing? It might
I
be.
think it is a Cincy thing.
Okay.
How about with mac and cheese? It's called chili mac.
Chili mac.
Only 2% though, which is a little weird to
A
me.
little low.
But I think that would sound good. So, and then on a sloppy Joe,
I'd rather have the sloppy Joe.
I'd rather have the sloppy Joe
Yeah.
or the chili, but not to. It's like
Yeah.
shrimp grits. They don't. Yeah. Okay.
I gotcha.
Yeah. No, it just doesn't. Now here's some other stats.
All right.
What do you put on your chili?
Cheese?
Okay. Anything else?
No.
No. All right. Well, the favorite toppings are cheese. Some people put crackers, and some people put cornbread on it.
Cornbread.
You're not a spicy guy, so you probably don't like it spicy, but 26% of us do like it spicy. 10% of us, I'm included in that, have a chili recipe that we'd rather not share.
Oh, it's a secret.
It's kind of a secret, yeah.
Okay.
I've got it like down to the, it's a science. And 14% of Americans say chili tends to make them a little on the gassy side.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. So my
Mercy.
suggestion, crack a window. Lord have mercy. All right. Good morning,
All right.
Karen.
I swallowed my chili wrong.
Oh, Marco did it way back.
Oh, I want to learn more about this.
The beach towel. All right. So is this the one? This is the story.
Oh, this is Perrin?
We were talking earlier about which I want to put on our thing. We were talking earlier about the viral video that TMZ released about a guy that was driving an Amazon delivery truck back in November of 2021.
Okay.
He crossed a railroad track and then realized as he was crossing it, there's a train coming.
It looked like an Amtrak.
It wasn't it 100% was and it was probably going really fast.
Yes.
And if it was like the Acela Express, it was really going fast. It was up in Wisconsin. But anyway, so Perrin, she did win our trivia this morning, and she said something that it was easier to write it down than it was to tell it. It hit the brakes, grabbed the steering wheel for dear life. He ended up wrapping around the driver's side fender and the headlight.
Ooh.
He pushed us the ditch and slid. Oh my Lord, have mercy!
Wow.
Okay, look out for that deer. Hit the brakes. I actually bent my steering wheel backwards when I hit my deer that came through my windshield. Literally, Oops, hold on. That's not what I wanted to do.
Hey, Zach. Morning to
Good
you,
morning,
buddy.
Zach.
I know you can't stay. You said so, but thanks for winking and waving. Appreciate you, man. Have a great day.
All right. Here is what's left of that Amtrak.
That's what's left of the van.
That's what, or yeah, the van, not the Amazon delivery truck.
So the guy,
He was sitting inside that door.
are those airbags?
Those the
Like
airbags, all the
airbags
airbags
or-
deployed. Yes.
So he was sitting right there on where the second window is towards the back. You
Uh-huh.
probably could have seen his head and shoulder, more than likely.
Maybe,
Yeah.
but literally he was like 6 inches.
From getting, and that thing, look how evenly,
It's just,
now it's torn and ripped, but still how evenly it cut.
it just.
I mean, just gone, the whole back of the, and so there was this inside the van
Camera.
driver cam,
Mm-hmm.
and it wasn't pointed towards the road. It was pointed towards the driver. So it was a part of the company that he
Their
was driving
surveillance.
for. Make sure that, if something happened to the driver, they knew they could see
Right.
footage. So what you see is at the moment of impact, which happens so quickly, the back of the van's gone. And you see the red or orange stripe that's on the middle of the side of the train, just over
Going
the
through.
windows, going by.
Yeah.
Right behind it.
It's
It
pretty darn scary.
Didn't flinch. That train probably didn't even shake.
It's really scary.
Absolutely crazy video. So we posted that
I
Picture
posted
of the
a
van.
picture of it. Yeah.
picture of the van.
All right. I'm going to see if I can find it again because I found it earlier.
And sorry for the coughing.
I found
Talking
it.
about the chili.
I found it earlier. Oh yeah, yeah. TMZ's reporting on the dude that was on that 70s show that's in jail.
Masterson.
Yeah.
Right?
How he's gone from like
So this is his third prison. Danny Masterson. He
yeah,
played Hyde on that 70s
he's
show.
going from a Manson.
And if
Manson.
you hadn't heard about him, he had been brought up or accused of raping one or two women, and had, if I remember correctly, I think the charges were kind of cleared at one point. I don't think it ever went to trial, but it's like the charges were dropped or something like that because of the lack of evidence.
Mhm.
I'm not real sure, but somehow a few years later, they opened the case back up and they charged him again.
Which is yeah.
And then it went to trial, and then he was found guilty. So the guy that played Hyde's been in jail for at least a year, and I don't know how long he's supposed to be in there, but he's off to his third prison. Don't know if it's because he's Hyde from that 70s show.
I don't
and there's
really
just
know,
some mitigating circumstances,
but it's not
where-
due to safety concerns, is what it says.
Yeah,
It's
So-
his third prison in 2
and
months.
I don't really know why that's such a top story. I mean, it's because it's Hyde,
Probably.
and he was on the range too with
I don't remember.
Ashton.
Ashton Kutcher.
They
Okay.
did another show together.
His recent transfer from one of California's worst prisons to a more humane facility. But that would then it says California Substance Abuse Treatment Facility and State Prison Corcoran, something or other. There's no attack on him, nor were there any credible threats against the X-70 show.
Okay.
He started the year at North Kern State Prison, a medium security detention, before being transferred at the end of January to the maximum security
Yeah.
penitentiary, which is housed the late Charles Manson.
Right.
That's why they call it the Manson prison.
Oh,
And then after a couple
Manson
weeks-
stayed there.
Yep. And then after a couple weeks, he was transferred to California's men's colony, which is a medium to minimum security prison.
Don't know if you guys, you might not have watched the 70s show, but it was, it might be a little young for some of us. My kids watched it, and it was a great snapshot of the 70s. There's no doubt about that.
Oh yeah,
Really was.
I didn't watch it a lot, but I watched it enough to
It
know who
was
the
pretty
people were.
good. It was very well done, and it had Ashton Kutcher in it,
Yep.
who at the time was like a
And his
red hot
wife,
star.
what's her face?
Yeah, the little Jackie.
Mhm.
She played Jackie on the show.
Yep.
Tommy Chong also had a role in that series as well.
And then Fez.
And Fez became famous for his wacky little character.
Mhm.
And you see him from time to time. So
Yep.
if you're missing out on it, kind of did. But this guy played Hyde, Danny Masterson.
He's in prison. He is in
You
prison.
know,
Well, they start at the one, and then they put him in the Manson one, and then they realize
Mhm.
no, he doesn't have to be in the Manson one, so we'll take him to the other one. Here is the link. By the way, we're digressing and going back to Amazon.
to the
Train.
Amazon van.
Okay. Here is the link if you want to watch the
video.
The video.
I encourage you to watch it.
It's a little cray.
Yeah, it's
Hi,
not
Tracy.
gory or anything
No,
like that.
it's just no. He was fine.
Yeah, it's just kind of shocking.
Yeah, it's like
see.
whoa.
Yeah.
I mean, and the guy, I read a story. He said that he actually, well, he's deaf in his one ear that would be up against the window,
Right.
so he couldn't hear the train coming, and he also is wearing a hat, so it might have like whatever, who knows? And he probably had the music up, but he looked, and how he didn't see a train off in the distance,
Anything
I don't know.
that could go wrong in this situation kind of did.
Except the only thing that he did do right is he realized when he looked, he's like, ugh, I'm getting ready to get hit by a train.
And
He floored it, which got him cleared from like that much, or it would have impacted right in his door and he would have been done. Bez did go on to play on NCIS.
Thank
You are
you,
correct,
Tracy.
Tracy.
That's cool. I wasn't sure what he had done afterwards.
I know he'd done a
The guy
couple
that played
things. Yep.
Fez.
Yep.
Yeah. And Topher Grace played
Oh, that's
the
right.
kid. Yeah.
I remember that name.
Yeah, pretty cool.
I love his character. He's good on NCIS. I like NCIS and CSI,
Fez.
and I
Yeah.
like those. I like those show. But yeah, what do you think about that?
About what?
The train. What do you think about the train accident? If you
Yeah,
watch
if
the
anybody
video,
watches it, let me know your impressions. Absolutely.
yeah, it's a little woohoo. And if you want, you can share it on our Facebook under the picture of the car on the tow truck or the van on the tow
Yeah, if
truck.
you've got a story, we're not looking for gory
No.
details.
Like there was guts everywhere.
We're looking for something along the lines of
Holy moly!
somebody was riding along with me that day. And
Like an angel sitting on my shoulder.
Yeah, angel sitting on my shoulder, or the
Yep.
big guy himself,
Mm-hmm.
whatever. Obviously, that's what this guy thought when he got home. And then after he probably saw that footage,
He was probably like,
holy smokes.
I wonder if he still drives.
That would be a great follow-up to find out where
it
that guy
happened
went.
in November of 2021.
Did he lose his job over this? I mean, that's always a possibility.
Maybe.
But you never know.
They do. And the weird thing is, though, how he didn't see the train coming. That's what I don't understand. Because there was a camera also pointing forward. And you can see as he's like approaching the railroad tracks.
Yeah.
And he looks and then looks back. And as he looks, and then all of a sudden he goes, and it happens.
And the train, it was moving right along.
It was. Like I said, if it was an Acela Express,
I mean, I don't know how fast trains go.
60 some odd.
50, 60 miles an hour, probably on a straightaway where they know that there's.
I don't know. I don't know if you can or not. I have no idea, Mr. Gary. You wouldn't know that answer.
The St. Jude Dream House. Can I purchase a ticket in another state?
Blind spot.
You
think it looked like a blind spot? See, when I saw there was one camera, and I don't know which one I saw. It didn't look like it was in the blind spot.
Interesting. Okay, I could see where that could be.
Because you can look at one point. There was, like I said, there was a camera that was looking out the front.
Right.
And if you turn left, I mean, like you could see him turning his head. I guess it would in here it would look like that, and you can actually see the train tracks. Like you can see the train tracks going way down.
All right, we've got Today in Music and Bow Time coming up.
And yes, I have my word.
Have a word.
La ti da. La ti da.
Your station for the killer hits 102.5. The Shark. It's Jimmy Buffett.
Why are you teasing me?
I didn't mean to do that. I had planned this song this morning, but before your episode yesterday.
Oh, is that what we're
your
calling
Jimmy
it
Buffett
now?
episode.
We're calling a JB episode.
You know what? Yeah, hanging on Jimmy. It's his fault. Well, why not? He's not here anymore.
Oh, I can't do that. He's not here to defend himself.
But that's an affectionate hanger.
Yeah, that's true.
Really is.
That's true.
What a great song. Yesterday we were playing some Jimmy Buffett. It was Margaritaville.
We also did Son of a Son.
That's right. That's right. So Cindy got in her vacation mode a couple of days early.
Yes.
And she, well, go to our Facebook page. Tell you what.
Yeah,
you'll get the whole story there.
Yeah.
It's a post from yesterday afternoon, early yesterday evening. We were able to snap pictures of her full red blue shade. Let's just put it
Yep.
that way. Let's just put it that way.
As full as I could be when I was at work. Let's just put it that way. It's going to be mostly sunny, high 55 today, close to 60 if you're inland. High surf advisory remaining in effect through tomorrow morning. Increasing clouds tonight down to 47. Showers likely tomorrow with those clouds and a high of 57.
All right, we got 43 in Hatteras, 35 in Grandy, and we got 42 in Nags Head at 102.5 the Shark.
Time now for Today in Music.
It was 2003. Sir Paul McCartney played a private show in San Diego for the 50th birthday of a lady named Wendy Whitworth,
Who's
the
that?
executive producer of CNN's Larry King Show. At the time.
Oh, okay.
Larry was still kinging. Sir Paul donated his $1 million fee that he had charged to the Adopt a Mind Build charity.
Oh, wow.
And that was just first coming to light that there was a lot of like war torn
Yeah.
Yugoslavia.
Mhm.
There was a lot of mines that had never been
Detonated.
Yeah,
Mhm.
now everybody's living a normal life again, and their kids are going and playing and
Bam.
blowing up
Yep.
these mines. So there was a big push at that time
Wow.
to put some money into it to get these things found. 1997, the Spice Girls started a 4-week run at #1 on the singles chart with "Wanna Be."
If you want to be my love.
Yeah, that's it. 1987, Andy Warhol. This guy was some kind of artist in the 60s. He was he just pretty much founded the pop art movement. Remember the Campbell's soup can? That's him. It just a simple Campbell's soup can, done up like only Andy Warhol could have done. He produced and managed a music act called the Velvet Underground. Designed their, I guess, Peeled Banana album cover, and even the Rolling Stones wanted him to do the Sticky Fingers album cover. So that's him there too.
Oh, wow.
Jeans with the zipper.
And I remember it, in 1986, MTV dedicated a full 22 hours to the Monkees. Showed all 45 episodes of the original Monkees TV series.
Wow.
In 1978, the Police appeared at in a Wrigley's Chewing Gum commercial, and the band members all dyed their hair blonde for the appearance.
78. Did anybody know who the Police were?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't know.
The
I
big
don't-
hits didn't come till the
That was
80s.
like Synchronicity 1, wasn't it? And then I don't even know.
All right.
Maybe not. Who knows?
Yeah.
1968, Genesis released their first single called The Silent Sun.
All right. Any music birthdays today?
There's a guy named James Blunt. He
Yeah.
has like 7 albums. I don't know. He's bigger than what you realize, even though not many people know his name. He's 50.
50 years old today. All right. That's Today in Music, which means
Okay.
it's Bo time.
Yes,
Time
it is.
for you to qualify to win a 2-piece chicken dinner from Bojangles. What do you have to do?
Text us the word gum, as in Wrigley's Chewing Gum. GUM, as in Mary. 252-441-1025.
All right. News and weather together coming up within 10 minutes and more killer hits coming up.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Oh, when they catch it.
That's what boy said.
All right. What are we talking about
We
here?
were talking about my Jimmy Buffett episode.
Oh, yeah.
5 o'clock
We
somewhere.
were, weren't we? Yeah, it hadn't
It's-
been for that. Yesterday would have been kind of a blah, blah day. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And then the funny thing
It
is,
ended up being funny.
oh no. Yes, you did, and I didn't send it to Amazon anyway, so it's okay. Hold on.
That's exactly what happened to your cup. We weren't going to tell anybody about it. We had another one made and sent hoping
Yes.
that you wouldn't notice.
Because that was back in 2021. So
Yeah,
yeah,
it's been that long.
exactly. Thank you, Mike. You and me both.
All right, so Gary question.
Gary question.
Crepe Myrtle's, his old house.
Yeah. Did you drive by and see him yesterday?
I don't know which house this
Oh,
is. I just
I'll show you.
when you take a right into that neighborhood, there's immediately a little road that crosses it, which is the front of some house.
Correct. You
And-
turn
and then
left
there's-
on that little road.
Okay, or you could go straight through there.
Right, but to get to
behind-
Gary's house, you
you
turn
turn
left
left.
on that little service
Okay.
road, and it's the
All right.
second one
Facing the main road.
facing the causeway.
Okay. All right.
Correct.
Gary, were you there when they moved that house up right next to the gas station? They moved it from somewhere. Do you remember that? Were you here then? I was looking for your house trying to find the crepe myrtles because I hear Cindy talking about the
They're
house, and
only
I've never
this tall.
never really glanced.
Not
To
very
see.
tall.
Yeah,
They're
just
short.
I wanted to see your old house, so now the second one. after
I
turn
will.
left.
Here, I will show you a map.
Okay.
Hold on. Because I went by once before and took a picture of his house. I took a picture
Yeah, I
of his crepe
remember that.
myrtle,
I remember.
myrtles, his crepe myrtles.
I'll say they moved it from down the street. I couldn't remember where they moved it from, but that was an impressive move, man. That was a pretty big house.
Okay. I'm coming around so I can show him.
Okay.
All right. So here's
All right.
Glasses.
You guys have noticed it. I'll tell you the story in a minute.
here's the
But
causeway.
All right.
You turn into the little neighborhood.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a house there now in that corner,
Okay.
and that one right there is his, and you can see his crepe myrtles.
Oh, I can see them on there.
Yeah.
From the Google
Maps.
satellite picture.
From the Google satellite map.
All right. Well, that's cool, Gary.
Ah.
I will.
Oh, you
think
got
of
pictures of it when they were moving it. Cool.
I'll think of you every time I drive by there.
I do. And some friends of mine have a house that's if you go straight instead of turning left on the little service road.
And I'm so glad that you and that Sharon were able to come down here, even if it was just for a couple of years. Because if it hadn't have been for that, we wouldn't know you today, I believe. I don't think we would.
You know what? You're right.
You know, you made a big impact. You made a lot of friends while you were here.
Mhm.
And I think about you sometimes, you know, because I had a dream to move back here for a long time. I lived here and worked here in the mid to late 80s. We left here as a young couple, having just gotten married, to go plant some roots somewhere. Cindy always reminds me, number one, the microphone
It's
is
over
not
here.
that sensitive.
No, it's not.
and you guys might not be able to hear it. So I'm sorry. So anyway.
Gary, they didn't own that house when you were here. Sorry, I was just answering his question. He said, who is your friend there? And I said, they didn't own the house when he was there. So I don't know if he knows him.
Well, I know what it's like to want to be here and to finally show up and go, man, I made it. Cindy knows that feeling. And I know you knew that feeling. And now because of your family and you want to be closer to your family, you went back. And you can always come back here.
They
You've
can't
got
hear
friends
you.
here.
Parents,
can you hear me?
See, I'm just afraid that.
Can you hear me now?
I'm just afraid that when he starts talking like this and trying to be emotional about things, and he's talking quietly, that it's not picking up what he's saying.
By the way, there's light at the end of the tunnel on some of the stuff that's happening here with our Facebook Live. We have been working some long hours testing some different kind of things and looking at different upgrades to our systems. And sometime in probably the next 6 months, you're going to see us better, you're going to hear us better, and the lighting is going to look a whole lot better.
But you know what I noticed? I can actually see what's on the TV behind you.
Don't jinx things.
Look, right there.
I do. Yeah.
It says Builders Discount Center. I can read it. And I'm not reading it on the TV either. Except it's not red. But that says the cottage shop. I can see that.
Yep.
And it normally wasn't that. Yep. Yep. And that says the aquarium.
Yeah. And Gary, if you ever get here and you want to come back and you don't have a place to stay, Cindy's got a lot of room.
Oh.
Just say.
Thanks, Bill. Yeah.
Just throwing that out there.
Yep.
Her house is bigger than mine.
We have less people living in my house.
That's true.
There's that too.
On all fronts, her house is bigger than mine. And it faces more water, which is probably something you're used to.
Gary, I could see where you'd enjoy being back up there because you've got your barn and your Christmas trees and the winery across the street.
That probably weighs heavier than your mind than you think. Just saying. Even if it's just
it is the new fiber internet. I don't know if Ripple fiber internet is going to be. I don't know.
You know, they haven't spoken to us about what their rollout plans are per section yet, but I think they want to be ambitious as they can and provide great service and coverage or whatever it is that, you know, the particular word
internet service,
reliable,
right? The connection and the speed.
Yeah, I want to tell you
all that.
They're a new company to the Outer Banks, but they're impressive.
And they've been around.
They really are impressive.
Other places, yes.
So I see great things coming for the Outer Banks because of, number one, the competition they've created. I like that. You know, it's sometimes you can kind of get complacent, like, well, you know, you got to go with us or them. And that's But now there's this new guy in town
So it's no
that
longer like
raises the bar a little bit. That's healthy.
it's not a
competition.
duopoly anymore.
It's
It's
a
more of
American
a,
way.
yeah, Merca,
America.
making Merca,
Right.
Merca, Baltimore.
Making internet fast again.
I reckon it will.
Better be careful how we associate.
No, I'm not. We're not picking on
No, not
Ripple
at all.
Fiber. They're
Not
a
at
great
all.
company.
They are very impressive.
They are. I agree with them. I agree with Bill 100%. Well, no, it's more new cameras, new lighting,
right.
just some professional things, sort of.
We started this idea. It's been at least 3 years.
Almost 3 years, yeah.
By
the way,
yeah,
happy anniversary to me.
to you.
I know I'm not supposed to brag, and I'm supposed to
Why
be
is
humble
that?
today.
It's Be Humble Day, right?
It's Be Humble Day. But I will tell you this. I started working at this radio station 3 years ago today, February 22nd.
Wow. There you go.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Was that your first day on the air?
No.
At the same time?
Well, with you doing the morning show, March 15th was my first day.
Right.
However, a couple days before that, I was in here filling in
Yeah.
for Marco because he was doing the whole
That's
basketball
right.
tournament.
Yeah.
You
guys might remember that Marco loved not high school, probably high school too. There was
college basketball, March
NC
Madness.
State, March Madness, and all of that goes with it. And he would literally take off his vacation
Okay.
to go be able to watch all these games.
Actually, it says I started January 20. No, it wasn't. It wasn't January.
Now, what
2020.
was the move date?
Oh, we moved here the 21st
Of
February.
February.
And I came in the next day, the 22nd.
You know, I'm going to tell a story about this real quick, if you don't mind.
Go ahead, tell.
Since you're being
Do
humble.
tell.
Since you're being humbled today.
Okay.
Yeah, I started a morning show by myself
Mhm.
on 96.7 The Coast, a one guy show. And we had there was a syndicated or satellite morning team that does very well all over the country, wherever they're put. That was on the air, Kid Craddock.
Yep.
And the Kid Craddock Morning Show.
Mm-hmm.
And but we really thought that there needed to be somebody here, local and live,
Right.
to do that. And I said, I'll do the morning show. After I guess maybe 3 or 4 months of that, maybe two
I
months.
thought you started in January.
Well, maybe it was. It was. I remember we started in January,
December,
and
yeah.
whenever I met you, sometime in January or
Mhm.
early February, we sat down, and I knew that she was a candidate for a co-host job because we were looking for a couple of different things. And if we found the right person, it would be that too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, boy, did we find the right person. She does a fantastic job with our websites and our social media. She grabbed our promotional program, which is the giveaways and the contests, and says, I'll handle this too. Streamlined it, made it easy for everybody to do. And then she accepted the challenge of being a co-host of the morning show. Now, she had a lot of experience in that. She was a part of a morning show in Washington, D.C., which is like market number 4. There's New York, Chicago, L.A., and at the time,
I think
DC.
DC. Yeah.
And the D.C. one, it fluctuates between like 4 and 6 or 7.
Yeah, it goes up
The
and down.
populations are so close, and it's all about population. But it's a top-ranked market. And she had all of this experience, and she's brought that here to us. And some of the stuff you see happen each and every day, I just got to say, it looks like it just happened,
It happened.
not like you think it did.
It happened.
Yeah,
Every now and then, you guys will-
it is her.
You will
She
see
does a
me
good job at that.
hire a female. Oh,
So.
okay. We thought we're thinking of something on that one. Please hire a female for Gem. Haha. Real quick.
See, looking for a woman. I thought he was married.
A lot of times you'll see me say, "Don't forget," whatever, and that's that producer part of me coming.
That's right.
Wow.
You started as a producer at the DC, and
Yeah.
you learned a lot about morning radio for some really great guys.
I did.
Jack Diamond.
Jack Diamond.
Down the hall from the Grease Man. If anybody's lived in Northern Virginia
Oh, I've no.
and has heard,
The
Yeah.
Grease Man. Even it was Andy and Grandy in the morning, which was a guy named Andy Parks,
Right.
and it was Fred Grandy who was Gopher on the Love Boat.
yeah, a lot of these celebrities.
Yeah.
turn to
I'm
the
not
radio.
supposed to be doing this today.
What?
Being
Oh,
I have
being
to be
humble.
humble.
Oh, you don't have to. I just thought
Okay.
I'd stop it since you brought it up.
Okay. All right.
That's
So
something cool to talk
Gary, do you have a winery near your house yet? No, I don't, but I have wine. I believe if I come back down, I could pick up where I left off. Courtney would be my bestie. I would get
There
a
you
part-time
go.
job at Publix, and you'll get me the discount. Oh, for my trust.
Ooh.
Thank you. And good morning, Delbert. Gary, I see myself being close to Foy Pear and Charlie Ruger Victoria when I return. I don't know where Bethy is. That's a very good question.
Yeah, she hasn't been on here in a couple of days.
She did send me something yesterday, and I didn't look. I forgot to look at it.
Right.
I don't know what it was. Anyway, yep. Okay. I don't know where Bethy is. She might be sleeping.
So Gary, the part-time job at Publix would be in the dress department. That's the only. Cindy gravitates towards that area of the store,
I
which is
do.
there. If
When
you
you
haven't
walk
heard
in-
about that,
Walk in, it's on the left.
there you go.
Went
We
downstairs.
have all
We're working in the
different
closet
sizes
today.
and
It's raining.
colors.
Oh, it's raining there. It's not raining
Oh,
here.
wow.
Have a great vacation. Oh, okay. Thank you, Foy. I'm
Yeah,
gonna try. I get to see my daughter, my baby girl.
That's gonna be cool.
That's. I'm looking forward to that.
She's taking you guys to a NASCAR race.
Yes, and I've
Because
never been to
they're-
her house.
They're in Atlanta.
Yep.
The racing guys are in Atlanta this coming weekend.
He would be a greeter.
Oh, there you go.
Hi, welcome to Publix. Let me know if you need me.
Would you be able to hand out the little yellow smiley faces for us?
Rain tomorrow here. Yes, I know.
Or shark stickers?
Shark. I think
That
I
would be
found
kinda
some.
cool.
I think I found little
I think
tiny
we
round
have it,
sharks.
yeah.
I found a
Really
couple.
cool. All right, guys, we're gonna have to roll the credits. This has been a fun one. We kept it going. And let's see. So Gary's got rain, we've got sun, but
We're gonna have rain.
we're gonna have rain tomorrow.
And thanks for everybody that stopped in and said hello.
Yeah. Including Zach, who's only here for a little while.
Yeah, he just popped in to say hi and left, which we appreciate that.
Absolutely. So have a good one. Make it a great day for somebody else today. You have the power to do it.
Lord, it's hard to be humble
When you're perfect,
when you're perfect in every way.
Each time I look,
I can't wait to look in the mirror because I get better looking each day. To know me is to love
Better cut
me.
this off now.
I must be a hell of a man.